D-Day. This day is often called the beginning of the end of World War II. This day is a symbol of eternal memory, a reminder of the strength of the human spirit and the price of freedom. This day is a source of inspiration and pride for the deeds of those who gave their lives for the future. At 5:19 a.m. on June 6, 1944, Allied troops landed on the Normandy coast. Forces from the United States, Great Britain, Canada, and other Allied countries. The landing, which involved more than 150,000 people, was organized in 5 directions along an 80-kilometer stretch of Normandy's coast and became the largest landing operation in military history. Thus, the Second Western Front was opened against Germany and the long-awaited liberation of France began. Of course, we at World of Warships could not ignore such an important historical milestone. D-Day will be a highlight of updates 13.4 and 13.5. We've prepared interconnected operations inspired by the historical events of the landing of Allied forces in Normandy. This event consists of 3 operations, with each running for 2 weeks. Let's take a closer look at the first one, which will take place in the last 2 weeks of update 13.4. You'll be in command of a small strike force operating in the Utah sector. This is the first map of the western flank. Your task is to clear the coast and coastal waters of enemy combat units and defensive structures. You need to disable the air defense towers and coastal batteries to ensure the safe landing of Allied troops. Ready? Then let's start. A banner for the D-Day operation will be visible in your port. Click it and you'll be transported to a themed port where you can select a ship to deploy. You can go into battle only at the helms of certain ships of certain nations. Tier 5 to 7 battleships, cruisers and destroyers. Those that could have supported the Normandy landings during that historical period. Divisions of up to 6 players are allowed to participate in the operation, making it a great opportunity to sail into exciting battles with your friends and clanmates. Your primary goal is to take down the enemy air defense towers, but you'll be engaged by enemy boats. These small but fast and maneuverable ships use torpedoes. They must be destroyed, but during the battle you should inspect new ones to arrive as reinforcements for the defenders. Then you'll encounter a belt of minefields, which you must pass through with skillful maneuvers and destroy with depth charges. Your destroyers and light cruisers are most effective at clearing mines. Once you've dealt with those obstacles, you're in for more. The enemy's coastal guns will boom into action. Moreover, and this is a specific feature of this operation, they cannot be initially spotted from the water. They can fire at you, Captain, but you won't be able to return fire on them. It's only after you destroy the air defense towers that Allied aircraft will swoop in and spot the guns, allowing you to destroy them. Everything is like in historical reality. In June 1944, aviation also spotted ground targets for large ships. This is your next goal. Destroy at least 3 coastal guns so the transport ships carrying Allied troops can move to the landing zone. At the same time, aircraft taking off from coastal airfields will try to sink you. Once you achieve the main goals, your group will complete the mission. However, it's important to remain close to the landing zone to provide further support for the transports and focus on completing additional objectives. You'll need to balance your time to clear the path of mines, destroy the remaining guns, and battle the enemy destroyers. This is the resistance you'll face, and the battle will likely prove to be very dynamic and intense. And one more very important addition. Throughout the entire event, you, Captain, will be able to use classified documents, and these will aid you greatly in battle. They represent a new game mechanic, and they provide very different benefits compared to modules, signals, or commander perks. Classified documents don't strengthen your ship, but they rather work against certain groups of enemies. Using them will grant you additional bonuses. The documents have 3 levels: confidential, secret, and top secret. Let's say you receive documents on coastal defenses. If their level is confidential, then this increases your armor penetration against coastal structures. If the level is secret, the risk of your ship being set on fire by coastal gunfire is reduced. and if the level is top secret, it improves the accuracy of your artillery against these structures. The other classified documents cards work in a similar way against different enemy groups. You can take a maximum of 3 such cards from those offered into battle. Any classified documents you obtain will remain with you, Captain, for the duration of the event and will help you in the next 2 operations. From battle to battle, you'll complete additional missions of the operation and receive stars that will advance you along the reward track, which can bring you new classified documents as well as rewards. Rewards for the first operation include days of premium account, historical commander Robert Howhard, more signals containers and 2 patches, momentous day and symbol of the resistance. Do what you have to, Captain. The transport ships carrying Allied troops must not perish. The success of the invasion of Normandy is in your hands.